it's Kim. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am bringing you a fun fold pop-up card using PhotoPlay's Tulla and Norbert's Christmas Party. I'm using the 12 by 12 paper pack and I'm just thumbing through the paper for you to see right now. We're going to make a fun fold pop-up card. The inside pops up and looks kind of like the street signs where they cross over. It's a really cute design. This paper is so cute. I love it so much. It's got some really fun colors in it. It's got your typical red and green for Christmas, but it's got some pretty teals and pinks as well. And who can resist a candy cane stripe? And look at the great stickers that come with it. So first off, we're going to start out by using a piece of Brutus Monroe Jurassic 100-pound cardstock. We're going to cut it to 5.5 by 8.5 and score it at 4 1/4, making a US A2 size card. And we're going to take I'm using my Dress My Craft bone folders, my favorite bone folders. That pencil bone folder is great for scoring, and then to burnish down using my Ergo bone folder. We're going to take this piece of pattern paper and cut it down to 4 by 5 1/4. We're going to have 2 of those, and we're going to mat the inside. We're working right now on the inside of our card, and we're just going to mat both sides of the inside of the card on both sides of the score line. And I'm lining up my card base on my mat, trying my best to get this centered. I don't know what to do. Sometimes I do better just to slap it on there and hope for the best. I try to line it up with my grid mat and get it straight, and sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. But this paper pack is just so stinking cute with those gnomes, and I mean, it's just cute. So lining up that second piece on the inside of our card. Remember, this is the inside of our card base. So look at it, make sure it looks okay, make sure everything folds good, and re-burnish that fold line on that excuse me, on that card. Now we're going to take another piece of the pattern paper, and I'm cutting on one side, but I end up using the other side. We're going to cut this piece to 5 inches by 8 inches. Then we're going to score it. This is where our pop-up mechanism comes from. We're going to score it at 4. We're going to score it and then score it again on 3/4 of an inch on either side of your middle score line. So you're going to score it at 3 1/4, at 4, and 4 3/4. Now that center score line is going to fold out and toward you. It's going to be your mountain, and your 2 side score lines are going to be your valley folds. So that when we adhere this to the card base, that center score line is going to pop out toward you. I'm just folding this now and getting the score lines burnished well. And then when you apply your glue, make sure you apply it to the outsides of your score lines. Don't go to the insides of your score lines, or it's going to adhere down to your card base and the pop-up mechanism will not work correctly. You want to line your middle score lines up. That's the best way to do this. I made this like 6 times before I got that part right. Otherwise it won't lay flat. That was the problem I was having before, is I couldn't get it to lay flat, and it was because I wasn't lining that middle score line up and then pressing outwards from there. Now we're going to work on the outside, the front of our card. We're going to take that little cut apart. I love it. I think it's just so cute. It's pink, got pink on it, and I'm all about some pink. And we're going to cut another card mat of the Jurassic. We're going to cut it 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. I've cut a white card mat to 3.5 by 4.5, and then I'm going to cut a scarlet card mat. This is Brutus Monroe 100 pound scarlet cardstock. I'm going to cut it to 4 3/4 by 3 3/4, and we're just going to mat those up. I just wanted several layers of color in between that pink and the green. I wanted to be able to see all of those little Christmas colors that are going to be on the front of our card. So we've got some pink, we've got some green, we've got some white, and then we've got red, and then it's going to be mounted on a Jurassic or green card base. I wanted to add a little bit more interest here. Rather than just mounting that card base or that card mat straight to my card base, I wanted to add a little more interest. So here in just a second, you're going to see that I'm going to pull another piece of card pattern paper from that paper pack and make a little strip to go across the center. And we're going to cut it to 1.5 by 4 1/4. And we're just going to have that going across the center of our card base with our focal image there right in the center of it. I just wanted to have a little something, I don't know, all the paper's just so pretty. I wanted to use it all on everywhere. But I just wanted that little strip there in the center. So I'm going to glue that down with my art glitter glue. Best glue, hands down, art glitter glue. Glue that down, and then I check the side, make sure I didn't have any hanging off, and I did. So I'm going to take my little Tim Holtz snips and slice that off. I would have normally used my shears, but they were under something, I'm sure, on my desk. It's a good thing you guys can only see a certain portion of my desk, because I'm a mad scientist when I'm creating. I'm, pulling and tossing out and moving over, and it's a hot mess when I get done. Just cleaning up some little fuzzies that were on my card. And you can see in that image there kind of how that's going to pop out. I'm going to take another piece of the scarlet cardstock and just testing to make sure that it's not going to poke out beyond the edge of the card. And I'm just going to cut 3 little 1-inch strips to go on the inside. And sometimes I don't measure so well, so I had to cut that again because I didn't get it right. So I've got these 3 1-inch stripes, and I'm going to go to my paper pack and just put some stickers on them. I'm using the sentiment stickers from that paper pack and the little holly leaves. There's 3 different holly leaf stickers that I'm going to use. Now on 2 of the red strips, I want my sentiment starting over to the left. On that center one, I want my sentiment all the way over to the right side of my little strip. And you'll see why in a minute. It'll make a little more sense. I guess it doesn't really matter, but it did to me. And so that's the way I did it. So I've got, I'm still looking for stickers, making sure I've got what I want on there. And the sticker sheet is so cute. That little car up there, oh my goodness, it's just cute. And the Santa gnomes, and this is just a fun paper pack. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of lay these out. So the top one and the bottom one, you want flush with the leftmost score line. Your middle one, you want glued down to the rightmost score line, but you only want to glue down just that small portion that is that little 3/4 inch portion that is between the farthest score line and the middle score line. Because if you glue any more down, it's gonna again mess up your pop-up mechanism. I hope that makes sense. Maybe when you see it in action, it makes a little more sense to you. So I've decided I want a little inside panel on my card to write on. And so I'm going to cut just one little piece. I think this piece is cut to 3 by 4, I believe it is. 3 by 4 and 3/4. I'm sorry. It would have been much easier to have put that panel on before I put my little red strips, but you know, you think about things after it's over with. Thanks again for stopping by my channel. I hope you enjoyed the card as much as I enjoyed making it for you. I hope you found value in this video. There's a few ways that you can support my channel if you're finding value in what I'm making. One, you can subscribe to my channel. I would be absolutely honored if you would do so. And if you do subscribe, hit the little bell icon so that you can be notified every time I upload a new video. Another way to support me, give me a thumbs up, comment below, tell me, have you started your Christmas cards? The newest way that you can support my channel, you can head over to Buy Me a Coffee. I've started a page over there. There's a link below in the description box. Check it out. If you would like to support me over there, that would be great. I would be so honored. It just helps me bring a little more content to my channel. Thanks again for stopping by. I so much appreciate the time that you took out of your schedule to watch this video. Until next time, bye.